I'm going to turn it to Bob Hill back to the podium for this next presentation, but I'll just read this award. The Distinguished Service Award is the preeminent service award which the school bestows upon members of our community. Since its inception in 1959, the Distinguished Service Award has been given to individuals who have shown through their actions an exceptional measure of devotion to Williston Northampton School. And to say a little bit more about our honorees this year, Bob.
Thanks, Eric. So this is a extension. If you happen to be around last night in the gym, there was a reception down there that had 250 people. This June, after 48 years of combined service to Williston, Mark and Monique Conroy will retire from their respective positions. They arrived at Williston in the fall of 2000, with Mark stepping into the roles of athletic director and football coach, and Monique joining the faculty in the math department. Williston was fortunate to attract this dynamic duo, who after graduating from Middlebury College, go Panthers, had already accumulated over 10 years of successful teaching, coaching, and athletic direction experience at prep schools in Connecticut and in California. They didn't know it at the time, but East Hampton was to become a career-defining destination where their genuine passion and exceptional talent for teaching, guiding, coaching, and supporting teenagers would flourish over the next 24 years. Mark served as Williston's head football coach through 2016, finishing with a record of 84-47, including 3 New England Prep Bowl appearances. In 2017, Mark was elected to the New England Prep School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame, recognizing his career devoted to inspiring excellence and modeling leadership for countless young football athletes. Mark also contributed to the basketball program, assisting with the varsity boys and girls teams, and serving as the longtime Thirds boys coach, the Mighty Thirds. Fielding 30 different sports is no easy feat, which is why Mark acknowledges the dedicated professionals with whom he has served over the years. He is immensely proud of the athletic program at Williston and the quality of the experience provided to all of our students, whether aspiring college athletes or not. During his tenure, notable initiatives including adding ultimate frisbee and girls volleyball, initiating team banquet nights and college commitment ceremonies, establishing a strength conditioning program, and enhancing facilities with turf fields, night games, new tennis facility, and baseball, just to name a few. Baseball dugouts, to name a few. Meanwhile, Monique Conroy was building her own legacy as an outstanding teacher, coach, and advisor. In addition to a 35-year career teaching math, Monique coached girls varsity soccer for 13 years, girls varsity tennis for the past 2 years, and she's an avid athlete herself. Monique, by the way, was recently inducted into Ethel Walker School's Athletic Hall of Fame, so you got nothing on her, Mark. Also, Monique, I don't know how long this lasted, held the career leading scorer record at Middlebury College playing for the Panthers in women's soccer. Her passion for athletics has greatly benefited generations of students. Monique's notable achievements include advising over 100 students, my son included, teaching over 1,000 students during her career at Williston. She was awarded the Northampton School for Girls Instructorship from 2011 to 2013 in recognition of her outstanding skills as an educator. Her greatest impact was serving on the search committee that hired the head of school. Mark and Monique have dedicated their lives to nurturing Williston community by serving in nearly every role that you can have at schools. They've been advisors, coaches, dorm parents, ambassadors, and mentors. A little known aside is that they've driven kids to church services on Sundays the whole time they've been here when kids are looking to go to services with them. They're also devoted parents of 2 alumni who we're delighted are here today. Christina, class of 2010, and Kevin, class of 2012. And as we've heard a few times from Monique, they're the grandparents of future Wildcat Noah Conroy. Oh, how do I say this last name? Sorry?
Longverden.
Longverden, thank you. who will be in the class of 2042, and the admission fee has been waived. Their most impressive accomplishment, however, and all you had to do was see or hear about the baccalaureate address, is the way they've supported one another throughout their 38-year partnership. It is my very great honor to present the 2024 Distinguished Service Awards to Mark and Monique Conroy.
Are we at a podium again?
We are. Thank you so much, Bob, for those very kind words. It is such an honor and a privilege to be recognized for doing what we love to do, and most importantly, for doing it in the school we love. While it's hard to believe, when we look at our children now in their 30s, and now our new granddaughter, Noah, we arrived at Williston when we were in our late 30s. Our daughter Christina was entering the 3rd grade, and our son Kevin was entering the 1st grade. Our family literally grew up at Williston. The joys of living on campus are endless, and from the moment we arrived, we knew we had found our home. Our children had full access to this beautiful campus, but more importantly, they lived their young lives being surrounded by a loving, caring faculty and observing the amazing students of Williston, many of whom became surrogate big brothers and sisters. Our house was always full of students, advisees, math students, players, friends of advisees. Extra help at the kitchen table was a regular event, and attending Williston games was the norm every Wednesday and Saturday. Choral concerts, plays, tournament games, and the most wonderful day of the year for any faculty child, Willie Gras, were just a handful of the many, many highlights of every school year. Having our children attend this wonderful school and be taught, coached, and mentored by our colleagues was just an incredible gift.
As we look back at our Williston years, we know we had an incredible opportunity. We worked together with amazing educators, too many to mention by name, though we do want to mention our dear friend, the late Stan Samuelson. Who modeled a spirit of volunteerism that we have never forgotten. While my work was primarily in the classroom, Mark centered his administrative and coaching responsibility at our athletic facilities. We had all of our Williston bases covered. The common theme in everything we did was that our work was always focused on our students. Any successes we've had at Williston is based on the connections that we have made with our students and our secret superpowers. My superpower was Mark.
And my superpower was Monique.
Together we shared all aspects of our jobs. We lived here, we worked here, and we knew Williston deserved nothing but our best. So yes, we talked about school for hours in the car while traveling. We wore and will continue to wear our Williston gear everywhere we go, and we will proudly promote our connection to this beautiful school in any conversation. Perhaps there will be an uptick in admission inquiries from the west coast of Florida, from the great state of Maine, and maybe even from the Italian countryside.
In March, Bob Hill asked us if we would be willing to give the baccalaureate address to our seniors and their families the night before commencement. Of course, you can never say no to Bob. While it was a daunting opportunity, Bob gave us the best possible compliment we could have received when he said, "That was so Williston." Thank you, Bob. That meant a lot to us. And thank you, Williston, for wrapping your arms around us for the last 24 years. Thank you.